Hey everyone, welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nissa and today I want to show you the Commerson's Dolphin mod made by Leaf and Buffzoo. And it's actually funny because when I was a kid I thought this was how a normal dolphin looked, though it's not really that common for and dolphins overall to be black and white. Think this is the only variation that have them, and it's not the most common one. So I'm not sure where I got that idea from. It is this pure black and white, beautiful dolphin. But keep in mind that when you are underwater, sometimes they will look more blue, sometimes they will look more green, and that's just what the water does. They are beautiful. Their pattern is quite distinguished. Their back fin have this very roundness to it, and their face have this also bit unique where many dolphins have these long noses. These are most like very round and stumpy looking. Going into the game, we of course have it here, and it is very beautiful, if I may say so. So, going into Wikipedia, of course, they have beautiful pictures. Um, I think Leaf actually takes pictures at this point for the most mods, even the ones he haven't actually worked on, because he makes good pictures. But here we have the Commerson's dolphin. It is a least concerned animal, though the population in the wild is unknown. They are from South America and Africa, more specifically Argentina, Chile, Franklin Islands, Kerguelen Islands. I'm not sure where that is. But they are, of course, aquatic animals, and then I guess this means that they stay within the temperate and tropical climate zones. They only need 1 square meter here all around, and that's because, again, you can have a real big habitat when you have water habitats that isn't that wide, just very deep, which I really appreciate. They live in places from minus 30 to 42 degrees Celsius, which, again, the deep oceans can be quite cold. And you need a grade 2 fence of above 5 meters and 90 4, so I think that's a meter and 80 around there. You can have massive group sizes up to 100. Gender doesn't matter, but at least 2 together. Dominant mated pair within family group. I assume that means that there's one mating pair within each, only one mating pair, and they're the one that decides within a family group. They are monogamous, confident, and yes, can enter. Males grow to 5'5", which is a meter and 50. And the females are 1 feet bigger, which is roughly 30 centimeters longer. Live for around 17 years and weigh around 110 pounds, which is roughly 50 kilos. Reach sexual maturity at age 2.5 and can reproduce until they die. They will give between 1 and 5 offspring a year, and be pregnant for only 2 months. Should be easy to get to reproduce in captivity. Going in here, we have the bubble machine, the taller one, cardboard boxes, the 3 small bowls. This does not include the pumpkin, sprinkler, water jug, but only the plastic variation, a block of ice, mud bath, platform floats, and rubber ducky. And for food enrichment, we only have the thick underwater feeder, not the newer, flatter one, and a block of frozen fish. I do not have any interspecies enrichment. They do swim around a lot. So let's see here. You are just ready for a close up. One thing I will say, I just looked at the short-beaked common dolphin. I just done that. The video was up a few days ago, but that didn't have any shine to it. this one clearly have, and I know some will prefer one, some will prefer the other. The funny thing is that the shine stops. You can see here, follow the shine, and when the shine should go into the white, it stops. I would actually prefer the shiny, personally. It doesn't mean that you should prefer it. I prefer the shiny, but I want the shiny to be like making sense. It doesn't make sense then that it should stop there, because the skin texture here and the skin texture there should be the same texture. We of course have the blowhole up here. We do have a few angles. If you line it up perfectly, you can actually see a small bend there. It's not rounded completely. If you get back here, there you can also see a little bit there, a little bit there. It's not much, and playing the game you will never notice. We have a little bit of blitzing going on in the forehead. Keep in mind that might be my computer, so it may not happen on yours. I don't know about the eyebrow, but I really like it. The eye looks so weird to me. So weird, and I'm not sure if it's on purpose. I have never seen a dolphin eye, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be there. But again, I can't really dispute that. It is very beautiful, and I will say the way they move, it is a tiny bit janky, but compared to with what we have seen on other mods, what's possible at this current time, it is really good. And you would still be able to say, okay, this is a dolphin. In the movements. So that's the important part. We do have a baby in here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Here it is. It's a male. I'm gonna drop him up here. A baby there. And then we're gonna take a adult male and put next to him. And then we're gonna see, because I don't assume there will be too much of a difference, but it is possible. Well, it seemed to have the same issue as the other dolphin mod, where I know this is closer, but even if I turn over here, you can still see the baby is bigger than the adult. I've seen it with a few mods. The short-beaked common dolphin have the same issues. Again, it's something that may be common issues depending on how you enjoy your game. It will not affect my game, because unless you click or on them and notice which one were supposed to be the smaller one, or you really want to like really see them grow, that aspect of it, I don't see it as an issue. And again, I do not actually go in and see how big every single animal should be. I like them to be roughly the right size, but I'm not sure that every mod out there use the same sizing tool to begin with. So I don't see it as an issue. Again, if you didn't know, you would just assume this was a bigger one, or this was a adult baby. So again, it's not an issue for me, but it may be for you. But besides that, it's the same variation. And again, a lot of ocean animals have this where they need to be ready body-wise to just get out there and take care of themselves. So they are pretty much born done baking. They don't have a cutie baby variation often, because they will have to be able to swim like an adult, flee like an adult, or hunt like an adult. The ocean is a very dangerous place for a lot of different animals. Oh, the eye actually look really good like this. It looks really good. Yeah. So I don't have too much else to say about it. Of course, keep in mind, I forget to say this all the time, Frontier doesn't officially what's it called, endorse mods. They do not officially. I know they are aware of them, and they also sometimes mention some modders, not all of them, but some. Not their modding work, but what else they do for the Planet Zoo community, so they are not mad at them, it seems. But if you break your game using a mod, it is your own fault. Often you can just remove the mod and you will be fine. Especially since we got XE, a lot of things have become much clearer. But if you haven't played with mods in Plan Zoo before, link in the description to a video by Leaf where he explains how to install it and do it right and what to do if anything goes wrong. Really good video, and again, it helped me out a lot. So yeah. As always, guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. We'll hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.